All right, let's jump right into it. Today, we're unpacking a feature that is, honestly, an absolute game changer for how you manage AI context. We're talking about the SKLLMD system. If you're looking to build smarter, fully automated workflows, and, crucially, if you're tired of constantly repeating yourself, you are in exactly the right place.
But first, let me ask you something. Are you currently caught in the context loop? You know exactly what I mean. It's like Groundhog Day, right? Every single time you spin up a new Claude session, you find yourself re-explaining the exact same things. You're pasting in your brand colors, your code review checklists, your team's hyper-specific component conventions. You paste it all in over and over and over again simply because Claude forgets between sessions. Well, the SKILL.md system, it completely ends that loop for good.
And here is the key stat, the big takeaway that makes this so incredibly powerful. Your project can contain dozens, literally dozens of different dormant skills, but only the single one that directly matches your current request actually loads. The rest, they just stay asleep. So you get this highly specialized pinpoint knowledge exactly when you need it, and you aren't wasting a single token when you don't. How cool is that?
Okay, let's dive into the actual architecture of this. What does it look like? A skill is simply a folder, and inside that folder is a skill.md file. This file is split into 3 distinct zones. Right at the very top, you've got a YAML frontmatter block used for routing. Then right in the middle, there's an executable shell injection line. And finally, at the bottom, you have your plain English instructions. It's really that clean and simple. Now, pay close attention here, because this requires a bit of a paradigm shift. That description field inside the YAML block at the top, that is not there for human documentation. It's actually a semantic trigger. This is absolutely crucial to understand. It's the core design decision of the entire system. That description is what tells Claude's routing logic exactly when to activate the skill. So, if your prompt matches that description, boom, the skill loads up. And the versatility of this setup is just incredible. This single, unified file format works beautifully across all surfaces. You can use it locally on your machine through Claude Code, you can share it inside a project folder with your whole team, you can even package it up as a zip file and upload it directly into Claude.ai or deploy it programmatically via the API. It's available everywhere you need it. So, what does this actually look like in practice? Let's look at our core example. Imagine a developer who's just about to open a pull request. All they do is type this plain English phrase, "Can you review my current changes before I open a PR?" Now, notice what they didn't do here. They didn't copy and paste a massive block of code. They didn't open a second terminal window to grab the Git diff. They literally just asked a question. Let's pop the hood and see the magic happening behind the scenes. Step 1. The skills description mentions code reviews and pull requests, so Claude immediately recognizes that semantic match. Step 2. Before Claude even reads the rest of your instructions, the skill automatically fires off a shell command, in this case, running a git diff. Step 3. The output of that command gets injected directly into the skill content, right alongside your plain English instructions. And finally, Step 4. Claude analyzes it all and outputs your findings, neatly grouped by severity, based on the live state of your branch. It's completely seamless. And that whole process brilliantly illustrates the power of shell injection. It's super simple. Any line starting with an exclamation mark and backticks runs as a shell command before Claude even starts its reasoning process. So your real-time data arrives already embedded in the prompt, you aren't doing any secondary round trips, and again, you are wasting 0 extra tokens. At this point, you might be wondering, okay, so when do I actually use this compared to tools I already have? It's a great question. You want to use SKILL.md for on-demand context. Think of tasks that repeat but only matter occasionally, like that PR review. On the flip side, reserve your Claude.md files for always-on context. That's for things like core project architecture or coding standards that Claude absolutely needs to know on every single turn of the conversation. We can make a similar comparison between skill shell injection and MCP tools. Shell injection is your go-to when you just need a quick, dirty terminal command to grab some live local data. Quick and easy. MCP tools, however, really should be reserved for structured, typed interactions with external services. So things like complex database queries or API calls that require strict schema validation. Okay, let's pull all of these threads together for our key takeaways. A skill neatly packages your instructions, your reference material, and your executable code into one single folder. Remember, the description field is your semantic trigger, so the secret is writing it exactly how your users will naturally phrase their requests.
You combine that with shell injection to instantly bring in real-time data, and what you get is one incredibly powerful, unified automation format across the entire Claude ecosystem.
If you're ready to start automating your expertise and end that frustrating context loop for good, you'll definitely want to visit claudemaster.net to check out some fully worked examples and learn how to avoid the common pitfalls. But I want to leave you with this one final thought. If you find yourself repeatedly teaching an AI the exact same things day in and day out, who's really doing the busy work there? It's time to build a system that remembers.